Breaking news, and I need you to stop whatever you are doing right now, because what just happened in Congress could change everything for millions of SSI recipients, SSDI beneficiaries, and our veterans receiving VA benefits. This is not a rumor. This is not speculation. This is real. This is happening right now, and it directly affects you. If you or someone you love receives supplemental security income, Social Security disability insurance, or VA benefits, then the next few minutes of this video could be the most important thing you watch all year. I'm going to break down exactly what Congress just approved, what it means for your monthly payments, who qualifies, and what steps you need to take right now to make sure you don't miss a single dollar you are entitled to. Do not click away, because the people who watch this video all the way through will be the ones who are prepared, protected, and ahead of the curve. Let's get into it. Welcome back to this channel. And if you're new here, welcome. You found the right place. This channel exists for one reason and one reason only: to protect you, to make sure that seniors, disabled Americans, veterans, and low-income families always know what is happening with their benefits. We cut through the political noise, we skip the confusing government language, and we give you the plain, honest truth about what these changes mean for your daily life. Because the people who depend on SSI, SSDI, and VA benefits, they don't have time for confusion. They need clarity, they need answers, and they need someone in their corner. That is exactly what this channel is. Now, before we dive into the full breakdown of what Congress just approved, I want to ask you one small thing. Hit that subscribe button right now. It takes 2 seconds, and it means that every time there is a breaking update like this one, you will be the first to know. You will never be caught off guard. You will never miss a payment update, a policy change, or a benefit increase again. Hit subscribe, turn on the bell notification, and let's protect your benefits together. Now, let's talk about what just happened on Capitol Hill. For months, millions of Americans have been waiting for Congress to act, waiting for lawmakers to hear the voices of the disabled community, of our veterans, of our seniors living on fixed incomes. And after long debates, negotiations, and tremendous public pressure, Congress has moved forward with approving a landmark bill, a bill that directly impacts SSI recipients, SSDI beneficiaries, and veterans receiving VA compensation and pension benefits. Now let me be very clear with you. This is a major legislative development, and while the full implementation process will take time, the approval of this bill sends a powerful signal. A signal that the government is finally acknowledging the financial struggles of its most vulnerable citizens. So what exactly is in this bill? Let's break it down piece by piece. Number 1. Benefit amount adjustments. One of the central pillars of this bill is a direct adjustment to monthly benefit amounts. For too long, SSI payments have lagged behind the real cost of living. The federal maximum SSI payment has not kept pace with inflation, with rising rent, with skyrocketing grocery prices, or with the increasing cost of medications. This bill pushes for a recalculation of baseline benefit levels. That means eligible SSI recipients could see higher monthly payments, not a small, barely noticeable bump, a meaningful adjustment that reflects what it actually costs to live in America today. For a single individual on SSI, this could mean moving closer to a payment amount that provides real stability. For couples, the adjustment could bring significant relief. And for those on SSDI whose payments are tied to their work history and contributions, this bill includes language that supports benefit protection and expansion under specific qualifying conditions. Number 2, expanded eligibility. Here is something that is going to matter to a lot of you watching right now. This bill includes provisions to expand eligibility. What does that mean? It means that some Americans who were previously denied SSI or SSDI benefits, or who lost their benefits due to technical disqualifications, may now have a pathway to requalify. There are people watching this right now who were told they made too much money, who were told their assets were slightly over the limit, who were told they did not meet a specific technical requirement. This bill addresses some of those barriers. It looks at modernizing the outdated asset limits that have kept deserving Americans from receiving the help they need. Let me give you a real example of what this looks like in someone's life. Meet Patricia. She is 61 years old. She lives alone in a small apartment in Ohio. She has a chronic pain condition that prevents her from working full-time. She applied for SSI 3 years ago and was denied because she had a small savings account, money she had set aside for emergencies, that put her just over the asset limit. $3,000 in savings. That's all it took for the system to say, You don't qualify. Patricia has been struggling ever since. Under the provisions being pushed through this bill, the asset limits that kept Patricia out of the system would be modernized. She would have a chance to reapply and potentially qualify. Patricia is not alone. There are hundreds of thousands of people in her exact situation. This bill is for them. Number 3, VA benefits, protections, and enhancements. Our veterans deserve special attention here, because this bill does not just focus on SSI and SSDI. It includes critical protections and enhancements for veterans receiving VA compensation and pension benefits. For veterans with service-connected disabilities, this bill reinforces the government's commitment to ensuring that disability ratings are reviewed fairly, that appeals are processed more efficiently, and that veterans are not left waiting years for the benefits they earned through their sacrifice. There are also provisions aimed at reducing the offset that sometimes occurs between VA benefits and Social Security payments. Many veterans don't realize this. When you receive both VA disability compensation and Social Security benefits, under certain circumstances, one payment can reduce the other. This bill aims to address that issue, to make sure that veterans who serve this country and who qualify for both programs can receive both sets of benefits without one canceling out the other. That is a game changer for a lot of veterans and their families. Number 4, payment delivery and administrative reforms. This bill also includes reforms to how benefits are delivered and how the SSA, the Social Security Administration, operates. There's been an ongoing crisis within the SSA, staffing shortages, long wait times, backlogs in disability determinations that stretch on for months, sometimes years. People waiting 18 months, 24 months, even longer to find out if they qualify for the disability benefits they desperately need. That is unacceptable. And this bill includes language designed to force administrative improvements, more resources for the SSA, faster processing times, improved technology for handling claims, and greater accountability when processing is delayed. For someone who is disabled, who cannot work, who is waiting on a determination to know whether they can pay rent next month, every day of delay is a crisis. This bill says that has to change. You might be wondering, why now? Why after all this time is Congress moving on this? The answer is pressure, public pressure, political pressure, and the undeniable reality of economic hardship across this country. The inflation of the past several years hit fixed-income Americans the hardest. Seniors watching their grocery bills double, disabled individuals choosing between medication and food, veterans who fought for this country living below the poverty line, advocacy groups, disability rights organizations, and veteran service organizations have been pushing hard. They've been marching, lobbying, writing letters, and making noise, and the American people have made it clear, enough is enough. Congress heard that message, and this bill is the result. Now, is this bill perfect? No legislation ever is, but it represents real, meaningful movement in the right direction. And for millions of Americans who have been waiting, struggling, and holding on, it is a sign that they have not been forgotten. Let's talk specifically about how this impacts different groups of recipients. If you are on SSI, pay close attention to announcements from the Social Security Administration about benefit adjustments and the updated eligibility criteria. If you were previously denied due to asset limits, it is worth speaking with a benefits counselor about whether you should reapply. Your monthly payment amount may be adjusted upward based on the new calculations being implemented. If you are on SSDI, watch for updates related to your specific benefit protections. If you have been waiting on a disability determination, the administrative reforms in this bill are designed to speed up that process. If your condition has worsened or changed, this may also be an important time to speak with the SSA about a review. If you are a veteran receiving VA benefits, pay attention to communications from the VA about changes to offset rules and benefit coordination. If you receive both VA disability and Social Security payments, you will want to understand how the offset provisions in this bill may improve your situation. If you have an appeal pending with the VA, the reforms in this bill are intended to help move those cases forward more quickly. If you care for a disabled family member, this bill matters to you too. Changes to eligibility and payment amounts will affect household budgets and caregiving decisions. Make sure the person you care for is registered with the SSA, has an active My Social Security account, and has current banking information on file for direct deposit. Now I want to take a moment, and I want to speak to you directly. Because with news like this, there is always a risk. And I need to warn you about it. Whenever there is a major announcement about Social Security, SSI, SSDI, or VA benefits, scammers come out. They always do. They see vulnerable people who are desperate for good news, and they try to take advantage. So let me be very, very clear with you right now. The Social Security Administration will never call you and ask for your Social Security number. They will never demand immediate payment to release your benefits. They will never email you asking you to click a link to verify your account. And they will never threaten to suspend your benefits if you don't act immediately. If anyone contacts you claiming to be from the SSA, the VA, or any government agency, and they are asking for personal information, payment, or urgent action, hang up. Do not respond. Do not click any links. Call the official SSA number directly, 1-800-772-1213, or go directly to ssa.gov. Protect yourself. Protect your information. Protect your benefits. Now, beyond scam protection, here's my practical advice for how to prepare in the wake of this bill. Step 1. Log into your My Social Security account. If you don't have one, create one at ssa.gov right now. This is your direct line to updates about your specific benefit situation. You can see your payment history, update your banking information, and receive important notices. Step 2. Check your contact information with the SSA. Make sure your address, phone number, and direct deposit details are all current. If your payment information is outdated, you could experience delays even as new benefits roll out. Step 3. Budget with awareness. We do not yet know the exact timeline for when payment adjustments will be reflected in monthly disbursements. That process takes time. So for now, continue budgeting based on your current benefit amount. Do not assume the increase has already happened until you receive official notice. Step 4. Talk to a benefits counselor. If you believe you were previously denied unfairly, or if you think you may now qualify under new eligibility rules, reach out to your local Social Security office or a nonprofit benefits counselor. Many communities have free assistance available for SSI and SSDI applicants. Step 5. Stay informed. This situation is developing. New details will emerge. Implementation timelines will be announced. That is exactly why this channel exists. Stay subscribed, stay informed, stay protected. I want to say something to everyone watching right now. You matter. The work you did throughout your life matters. The sacrifices you made matter. The disability you live with every single day, and the strength it takes to face it, that matters. And your benefits matter. That is why this channel exists. Not to create fear, not to confuse you, but to make sure that you are never left in the dark. Every single time there is a major update like this one, every time Congress acts, every time the SSA makes an announcement, every time payment schedules shift or benefit rules change, we are going to be right here, breaking it down, making it clear, keeping you informed. But here is the thing. This information only helps you if you see it. And the only way to make sure you see it is to subscribe. Right now, before you forget, before you scroll away, hit that red subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications because we post updates regularly. And every update is designed to protect your income, protect your peace of mind, and protect your future. And if this video helped you today, if it gave you clarity, if it gave you hope, if it answered a question you've been carrying around, please share it. Share it with a friend on SSI. Share it with a family member who gets SSDI. Share it with a veteran you know. Share it in a Facebook group for seniors or disability communities. Because the more people who have access to this information, the better protected we all are. This is a community, and we look out for each other. Let's bring it all home. Here's what you need to remember from today's video. Congress has approved a significant bill affecting SSI, SSDI, and VA benefits for eligible Americans. This bill includes potential payment adjustments, expanded eligibility, VA benefit protections, and administrative reforms at the SSA. It is designed to help the people who have been waiting, struggling, and falling through the cracks of a system that was long overdue for change. The timeline for full implementation is still developing, so stay alert, stay informed, and take the practical steps we talked about today. Log into your SSA account, update your information, protect yourself from scammers, budget wisely, and talk to a counselor if you have questions about your eligibility. You worked hard for these benefits, or you sacrificed your health, your body, your service. for these benefits, and you deserve every dollar. Don't let confusion, misinformation, or inaction cost you what is rightfully yours. This channel is here to make sure that never happens. Thank you for watching. Thank you for trusting us with something as important as your financial security. We don't take that lightly, and we will be right back here the moment there is another update you need to know about. Until then, take care of yourself. Take care of each other. And remember, you're not alone in this. We've got you.